Third of our quarter-finals, Terry Dunstan, another man from Sheffield, former British and European champion. He faces Ovill Mckenzie. Friday Fight Night this week, Welsh boxing's brightest and best young talent, Nathan Cleverly, defends his Commonwealth light heavyweight title against the rough, tough former prize fighter, Billy Boyle. That's Friday, 10 o'clock, Sky Sports 1. Time for the third of our prize fighter quarter-finals, and it involves the second favourite overall with the bookies.
No qualms, no disrespect to none of them, but they're not in my category. I'm the Van Gogh to put them on the canvas. I can't see them beating me or coming close. They know who still rules the roost.
I want to try and knock out some of them. That's my game. I like to try and stop people from early life. I'm in it and I'm going for it. I'm a fighter who would love to win, so I'm always trying to win. People will definitely remember me.
Terry Dunstan, former British and European champion. Odds-on favourite to win this one. He reckons he's the Bernard Hopkins of British boxing, reckon he can go on for a few more years yet. His opponent, Ovill Mckenzie, former Commonwealth light heavyweight champion, a real dangerman. All 5 of his knockout wins have come inside 3 rounds. Our MC, John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the action. Prize fight of the Cruiserweights, quarter-final number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you firstly, fighting out of the red corner, is wearing the black trunks trimmed with green and gold, weighed in at 13 stone, 5 pounds, 13 ounces. 23 fight record, 14 wins, 5 inside, the scheduled distance, and just 9 defeats. Coming to the ring as the former Commonwealth light heavyweight champion, ladies and gentlemen, from Derby, it's the upsetter, Ovill Mckenzie! And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the white trunks, weighing in at 14 stone, 4 pounds, 5 ounces, 22 fight record, 20 wins, 12 inside, the scheduled distance, and just 2 defeats. The former European, British, Cruiserweight champion, ladies and gentlemen, originally from London, now training out of Sheffield, it's Terry Dunstan! Timekeeping the bell is Bob Edgeworth, and referee in charge of the action from Doncaster is Mr. Howard Foster. This is 3 3-minute rounds.
Okay, lads, you both know the rules. Keep it clean, break straight away when told. Both you watch your heads. Good luck to you both. Touch gloves. Good luck, lads.
Well, the first thing to say here is that Ovill Mckenzie from Derby is giving away the best part of a stone to Terry Dunstan, who had his first fight for 9 years last October, 11 days before his 40th birthday. But in his previous career, he was good enough to fight for the IBF title, lost against Imamu Mayfield 11 years ago. In the white trunks here, Dunstan, who I have to say, for a man of 40, looks in fantastic shape.
He looks tremendous. I mean, he was a class operator all those years ago, so it just depends. Whatever came to him naturally back then will still be there, but the timing may not be. If the timing's not there, then that power might be a little bit less than it was at one time, but the weight advantage surely should swing things in his favour here.
Can be a bit of a danger man, though, Ovill Mckenzie. You heard him say in the interview he'll be going for it. He does have all 5 of his stoppage wins happening inside 3 rounds. So this distance might just suit him tonight. Will he have an advantage in speed, I wonder, over Dunstan?
Dunstan looking fairly alert. You know, he's getting off the mat quickly, pushing Mckenzie back.
Big height and reach advantages, size generally for Terry Dunstan, originally from Vauxhall, now fighting out of Sheffield, where he's trained still by Howard Rainey, his old trainer in the more glorious years. Just seemed to lose his balance there.
There's a jolting right hand from Mckenzie, just seemed to put him back on his heels.
And has to cover up. Yeah, I thought for a minute he just tripped over himself, but I think it was a right hand. You're right, Jim.
Yeah, I think it caught him a little bit square-footed. It may be more of an impact than should have done. I don't think it's shaken him up any. But Mckenzie went for it when he saw that. A little bit wild with his own right hand, Dunstan. Maybe just a little bit too keen to score a knockout here. Maybe should be finding the range in the first round.
Not really getting the jab going, Dunstan here. Just looking a little tentative. Needs to try to take command of things. In his heyday, he used to spar with Frank Bruno, Lennox Lewis and Herbie Hyde. And his trainer used to say he took Bruno's bombs without ever flinching.
So there's just been so much missed in the opening round here from both boys. You know, both not really finding the target. The best punch of the round seemed to come from Mckenzie. An awful lot of missing here. No one really settled properly. I think maybe they're both a little bit too intent in landing the power shots. Now missing badly, Dunstan.
Tough to rediscover the thread after so long away. Just the one comeback fight so far. And here's Mckenzie on the attack again. Can he find a punch here as he closes the range on Dunstan, who's a bit tentative in this opening round?
Yeah, Dunstan missing with so many. Maybe the couple of decent punches that have landed coming from Mckenzie, but not much to split them in that round.
Behind. All right. Behind? No, a little bit behind.
There is Howard Rainey.
You're showing the jab and you're not fucking landing with it. Oh, you gotta just
That was the right jolting right hand. Knocked him back in his heels. Caught him a little bit square, I suppose, but that was probably, well, without doubt, the punch of the round. Just couldn't manage to follow that up. A couple of decent shots from Mckenzie. Probably landed the better punching of the round.
Don't go outside, we've got to use the legs a little bit. Use the legs.
Nobody really dominating.
Yeah. Okay. You've got to do with him. You know, fresh.
Yeah. Ovill Mckenzie, who's switched to the Shinfield team. Mike and Jason have been having a very successful little time of things. In the black, green and gold, Ovill Mckenzie, former Commonwealth light heavyweight champion. He stopped Peter Hamer in 2 rounds. That was his best ever win. But 5 months later, he was beaten in 1 round by Dean Francis, tonight's favourite. And I suppose that's what we're doing here, Jim. Is there anybody here to beat Francis on what we saw in that first quarter-final?
Well, maybe not yet. I mean, he is a pretty heavy favourite, but over the 3 rounds, that's what makes this tournament so exciting. But for me, Dunstan really has to get a little bit closer. He has to come up with better accuracy in this round, missing badly in the opening round.
Not really got going yet, Dunstan, and I think one of the reasons is he hasn't really got his jab into play. He's the bigger man. He's only 13 stone 5, and the weight limit for Prizefighter tonight is a couple of pounds up on the usual cruiserweight limit. It's 14.6 for this, because there used to be a time when anyone above 12 stone 7 was classed as a heavyweight up until 1979.
Yep, well, Mackenzie's tactics are good. The movement's good. He's drawing the leads from Dunstan. Dunstan is still struggling to find the range. That was a little bit closer.
Bit better from Dunstan this round. Got him with a right to the body.
Mckenzie maybe just looking a little bit negative at times at the moment.
This is Dunstan's second session. Maybe Mckenzie edged the first. Close one here. So far, anyway.
Well, fair bit to go in this round, so still time. Yep, the jab just sneaking at home.
Of course, it's a long game they're playing here. You've got to think of the whole night. They have to get in the ring 3 times if they make the final, so it's good to conserve a bit of petrol.
Yeah, but I think you should do that in the third round. I mean, get 2 rounds in the bank, then it's virtually impossible without knockdowns or disasters to strike. But Mckenzie's going to sleep a little bit in the second round here. Don't see the logic there.
With a right hand and then a straight right. That's better from Mckenzie's best work of the second. Big right hand! Dunstan down! Might be the key moment in it. The 40-year-old on the floor. Very good shot from Ovill Mckenzie to turn the fight around, maybe.
Yep, in a half-minute almost to finish the job if he can do it.
Inside the last 20 seconds now of the round, Mckenzie fancies he might be able to finish the argument. Those eyes have been swimming a bit of Terry Dunstan since he was on the floor. Needs to get through and hear that bell. Calls himself the upsetter, Ovill Mckenzie. He's in line for an upset here.
Well, you did say he was dangerous when this one started. He's proved it there.
Yeah. Because you're not doing it right. It's that right hand you've got to fucking start landing, mate. After that jab.
Well, there was a flood of money for Terry Dunstan with the bookies this morning. He moved right in to about, I think it was about 7-2 with the bookmakers for this, but he's on the floor.
Yep, that was a thumping right hand, a beautiful punch. Bank and Dunstan supposedly the puncher of the two, but not the case. So massive mountain to climb for him now. I scored the round 10-9 because I thought he was nicking the round up to that point, but really struggling. He's the one now looking for some knockdowns.
Well, Ovill Mckenzie's a 4-1 on shot now to complete the victory here. He must be ahead in the contest. Final round, Dunstan here has to throw the kitchen sink at Ovill Mckenzie to have any hope, you'd think. This is a man who beat Dennis Andries, our former world light heavyweight champion, in only his 9th pro fight. But he's 40 now, and that has to take its toll. A lot of golden oldies in the last chance saloon tonight.
Yeah, and an 8-year break. It's a lot to go back. A good right hand again from Mckenzie.
He senses the victory. Might well be his.
And Mckenzie's boxed sensibly too. He's only get involved when he's decided to get involved. He's backed off quite a bit. At times he looked a little bit negative, but then turns back with a knockdown. So really, his plan, if this is the plan he came in with, is working well. Dunstan, the one, really has to come up with something special now.
And not too many signs that he can do that. But he has to gamble at this point. Mckenzie just looks the stronger man. You see, he's 11 years younger, Jim, 29.
Yeah, but his recent form isn't wonderful, but at least he's been busy, he's been performing, and some decent clash too. Whereas Dunstan, really, it's a long, long time since he's been in a real battle, certainly like this.
And it showed a little bit too. Mckenzie, the more active, of course, looking strong. And Dunstan basically has looked like a character in search of the old plot, really.
See, he just hasn't found his time and hasn't managed to pin Mckenzie down. I just think Mackenzie's tactics have been perfect for this. Just picking his spot when he wants to engage and getting back onto his bicycle again. Just frustrating Dunstan as he's doing now. Dunstan probably outworking, winning the round.
Fighting with his chin in the air, though, Dunstan now. Mckenzie took advantage of that twice, said thanks very much, rammed in a couple of more eye-catching shots. Looks like a good night so far for the Derby man. Inside the last 40 seconds of quarter-final number 3 between these two, and Mckenzie gets there again. Well, it's another little upset, this, by the look of things.
Yeah, Dunstan's been missing badly in every round. Timing's not there. If the timing's not there, neither is the power. And he's the one on the floor. So, not a good night for him.
He's been sharp, Ovill Mckenzie. Sharp and insistent. And Terry Dunstan only beaten twice in his career by Carl Thompson. and by Imamu Mayfield in that world title fight. Only ever beaten in championship fights, but I think he's lost that, and I don't think there's any doubt about it whatsoever. Ovill Mckenzie from Derby, the former Commonwealth light heavyweight champion, weighing in light, giving away the best part of his stone, had Dunstan on the floor and bossed it.
Yep, and then you can see the stats pretty much agreeing with that. I just think he got his tactics right there, right from the off. The knockdown was just the icing on the cake for him, so he certainly goes through on my card. I mean, we expected Dunstan to be the one showing the power, but his timing was badly off. That was the short, jolting right hand he walked right onto, forced him to cover up, which got Mckenzie off to a flying start in the opening round. The second, just when it looked as though Dunstan was getting a bit of a foothold in the fight, thumping right hand, bang on the chin, had him over. Then it was a kind of make or break for him in the third round, really looking for a knockdown to turn things back in his favour. Didn't get that, so certainly Mckenzie should be the one going through.
Well, he had such high hopes, Terry Dunstan, and just making sure everything is added up correctly. We did have a little mishap on one of the previous prize fighters where the wrong winner was declared of a contest, which was all a bit embarrassing. It shouldn't be that difficult over 3 rounds, but everyone's trying to do things quickly. I guess these things happen from time to time, as long as it is only from time to time. He looks confident, and well, he might do.
Yep, I think he's entitled to the fact that he scored the knockdown, boxed well, didn't get involved. I think everything worked the way they planned it.
Here we go. Here it is officially.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Result of quarter-final number 3. Richie Davies scores a contest 30-25. Phil Edwards scores a contest 28-27. Marcus McDonald scores a contest 29-28. All 3 judges are in favour of the winner and through to the semi-final stages. From Derby, Ovill Mckenzie!
Great win that for Ovill Mckenzie. A 12-1 shot at the start of the night. Joined 16-1 shot John Keaton in the semi-finals, and favourite Dean Francis.
Johnny Nelson, was that down to the speed of Ovill Mckenzie?
The speed of him. He did a pickpocket routine on Dunstan, kept out the way, and when out of danger zone, when he got close, threw a right hand over the top. Dunstan was wide open for it.
Let's hear from him with Adam Smith.
Ovill, you gave the weight away. You dumped the second favourite out of Prizefighter. Tactics spot on tonight?
Very on. I'm on it, very 100%, and I'm very proud of myself as a light heavyweight come in and done the work on these cruiserweight guys. Just thinking about the next round now.
I know you're worried about the size difference before the tournament. Are you now? Do you think you can still go the whole way?
I'm going all the way, 100%.
Means a lot to you, doesn't it, this?
Very lot to me and my gym. Very, very a lot.
Go and get a little break and we'll see you soon. Cheers.
A delighted Ovill Mckenzie, who